Ms. Hawra Adel's talk is titled Assessing Effect of Technology Acceptance Model on Customer Satisfaction. The case of GCC students using books rental system as a mobile app.
Dear all, I'd like to thank you for organizing this event and giving me the chance to stand here. My name is Hawra Adel, and I'm having this ongoing project with my colleague Hussain AlShaikh. Our project is about assessing the effect of technology acceptance model, TAM, on end users' satisfaction. The case of GCC students using book rental system on a mobile platform. The motivation behind this research. 2 months ago, I was stopped by a topic about several applications for smartphone. Those applications were launched, downloaded, and then deleted after a short period of time. This is because they didn't get enough users' acceptance and because of some objections to their specifications and functions. Now, why I'm saying this is because my objective out of this presentation is to point out the importance of testing each application and information system before it comes into the information market, before it can be applied to a mobile platform, and even before it can be used as an approved application or information system. There is no such researches that provide accurate measurements of the type of books students prefer to obtain, whether printed or electronic, and their acceptance of using technology to rent or sell their used textbooks. The case that can be observed all around the world is that many book rental information systems are developed. However, this is not the case in GCC countries. This creates a necessary need to create one for the students in the Kingdom of Bahrain. For this reason, and since we are having our project with our colleagues in specialization, Marwa, Muhammad, Ahmed, and Qasim, which aims at building and implementing an information system to rent and sell the used textbooks by students, it was appropriate to test it before it comes into use. This book rental system was actually presented yesterday by Marwa. And what I mean by testing is not limited to that narrow concept that means, or which is the technical test. It is more than that, the test of the system in the hands of each user and assessing or measuring the level of acceptance and satisfaction with it. It is important to mention that our research is still in progress because it's based on previous studies that encoding the concept model and on real current measurements that require time and effort and working in parallel with our colleagues. As we've said, we want to test the book rental system that was presented yesterday. So our research aim is to assess the role of technology acceptance model and our research aim is to assess the role of the technology acceptance model's perceived usefulness, perceived ease of use, and attitude of usability on the end user satisfaction with the book rental system. Our research objectives are summarized in 2 points: testing the book rental system using or through the use of the basic technology acceptance model, and submitting or providing real results of end user satisfaction or acceptance of the new designed system. Our research methodology was based on a deductive approach, that is, a process of reasoning from one or more statements to reach a logically certain conclusion. We used 2 sources of data: preliminary data, that is adaptation of a questionnaire or survey to test the hypothesis, and the secondary data which is referring to books, journals, or previous thesis. Our target population was all the students in the Kingdom of Bahrain, but because it's very difficult to reach them all, we have chosen a sample out of this target population based on the level of confidence that is required and the margin of error that is expected. And our sample size was 200 students. It was actually 205. And we are gonna test the hypothesis after getting back all the questionnaires and surveys using the statistical analysis through the use of SPSS software package. As you can see, this is our research model. It is the basic TAM, and it is called TAM1. Of course, we have other TAMs. That's why we have TAM1 here. Other TAMs are TAM2, TAM3, and they are just extensions of TAM1 by adding some other factors or other processes behind those factors that affect the perceived usefulness or the perceived ease of use. We've used this TAM1 to measure the level of acceptance or satisfaction by the end users using the book rental system from the 4 aspects. First is the perceived usefulness, which refers to the extent of users' belief that the new technology is providing or helping and improving the efficiency and performance. And it was measured in terms of saving money, offered prices, and the ease of finding the textbooks. Second is the perceived ease of use, which refers to the extent of which the user is comfortable with the features of the new technology, and it was measured in terms of clarity and comprehension. Third is the attitude toward using, which refers to the end user's behavior, and it was measured in terms of the interaction and procedures of use. Finally is the end user's satisfaction, which refers to the level of acceptance, and it was measured in terms of confidence, quick accomplishment of tasks, and the increased number of sold or rented textbooks. The proposed perceived usefulness and perceived ease of use have positive and significant effect on the attitude toward using the book rental system as a mobile application. And a number of previous studies are supporting our view. Some of them have tested this relationship before on students from different states, and they have been able to receive positive and significant results on the end user's satisfaction. This is an example of a previous study that supports our view. It's called The Application of E-Booking System in Enhancing Malaysian Property Developers' Competitive Advantage. And it says that the book rental software is a complete online software, and it requires no skill in programming or setting up. And it can be working on different platforms, Linux, Windows, Unix. And of course, they say that the book rental system is an effective tool for reducing costs, reducing stress of the owner, increasing profitability, and of course, enhancing the accuracy. The expected results, as I've said, that our research is still in progress, so we don't have actual results. We have expected some, and those are that the book rental system developed or launched as a mobile application for GCC students is useful and effective on their attitude toward using, and those students will be satisfied with this book rental system. In conclusion, I'd like to say that the value of each application or information system lies on the degree of acceptance by its users, and this is unpredictable unless the system is tested in reality by real users. to notice the imbalances and the errors, and to how to develop the system so it will not be deleted or removed after a short period of time. The book rental system developed by our colleagues was a real information system interface that can radically change the way used books by students can be rented and sold in the future. Thank you for listening.